delve into one of the areas we love to talk about all the time. So I'm supported by nature, right?
Okay.
So I tend to give always first. Just give it away. Just how can I help you? How can I do for you? What do you need? How can I listen attentively to what you're saying and then get you to help? Give you help. But then we always talk about why are you always feeling like you feel obligated to be first or to give. And I think sometimes you check me and say, why don't you ask questions first? Or why do you feel like you have to start with, let me give you everything?
Well, for one, if you're just giving everything, you don't even know if that's what they wanted in the first place.
That's the taking advantage of, right? Isn't that why I end up going, I'm so spent. I give it all, and I get nothing,
that's what I was about to say.
Right?
You end up without any energy because you've given everything away. When in actuality, you could have been efficient with your gifts or talents and just giving them what they need.
Efficient with your gifts and talents. Do tell.
So yeah, there's no need to give them everything when all they wanted was just one thing. You're gonna, and I don't know. And in the end, it's just like I said, just like you said, you have to ask so that you can make sure that you're providing them with what it is that they're needing or looking for. Not to mention, that's how you get feedback to know if you should continue doing what it is that you're doing. So if you're not consistently looking for feedback, or even asking what they need, you could just be giving stuff and all this energy. Then you feel burnt out, and you didn't have to be. And
so no love has a game component, and I want to piggyback on this statement of you could just be giving and feel spent and not even knowing that the other person hasn't gotten what they were looking for because you're so busy giving.
That's exactly right.
So in a relationship, let's just start with interpersonal relationship, so no romantic relationship. How do you know when to pull back? How do you is it that feeling of feeling spent and not feeling like the other person's giving?
No, not at all. I think with anything, there should be an end game. So if you're not getting what you wanted out of the deal, then you should end game. so I mean,
if you're not stop. If you're not getting what you want out of the game, then you should end game.
So I mean, and it's deeper than the way it sounds, because clearly you're working for a paycheck or you're working on a project to get to a specific point.
Right.
So if you don't feel the progress, then it's time to inspect what you expect.
Inspect, yes, and I do believe very significantly in try to align and reflect on when you're getting that frustration at work, where they're not affirming me. I'm not getting satisfaction out of my job. I'm not getting recognition, or one of the other things that are driving you to do what you do really well. Then you need to step back and reflect, right? So step back and reflect. What do I need to be fulfilled? What do I need? And did I ask the right questions of the person I work for to see if they can give me some of this? And I think what we're afraid sometimes, though, is that vulnerability that comes with opening it up.
Well, you're definitely afraid of vulnerability, but one thing that you said that's actually dangerous is to seek fulfillment outside of yourself. So if you are doing things to get a kudos or to get some kind of recognition, you're doing the wrong thing. You're doing the wrong thing, because you can, even once they give you that for the fulfillment, now you're putting yourself in a predicament where you're really trying to do everything to get that again, because you need an outside source to give you your validation when you should already have it. You did, first of all, you didn't even you got the job because you seemed valid. All right,
already,
so exactly,
as an independent package,
exactly,
you came to the table seeming like you could handle the weight of this relationship.
So that's your validation, and ultimately the truth is always going to come to light. So if you're doing the work and you're not getting the kudos, and I stress this to people all the time, because I do, of course, outside of relationships, I do with business. So I teach people and I stress, you should work on being missed, not recognized.
I agree.
So in your absence, that's when all the truth will automatically show itself. And your appreciation will be shown there. And then when you come back, you'll realize and they'll start to ask a lot of questions.
You were at a work
yeah,
for a
exactly.
week. We missed you. Yeah,
exactly.
we missed
So it's when you leave and you don't. No one noticed that you need to be concerned. And when I mean no one noticed, I really mean no one brings it up. Or how was your vacation or you were gone? Because if you come back and no one even brings it up, they were glad you were gone. I'm just saying.